Hey, Eiyo.
I saw your pitch
Alright.
in the Japanese competition, right?
Oh
Red
my
Bull, right?
God. No.
It was a 5-minute pitch on YouTube.
Oh, it was another competition.
Ah, this is a different
That
one.
was
Okay.
a few months after.
Okay.
So funny story. That was my only. That was my. Okay. So I did this pitch. My very first pitch for AgriConnect was that
Okay.
company.
Yes.
Was that competition.
Yes.
And that was my only intention to go to Japan talaga. That's
Okay.
one. Which was like, this happened in August, the Philippine finals.
Yes.
And then the competition was in February.
Okay.
So I thought yun lang yun. Until Red Bull showed up all of a sudden. And like the finals happened to be in Japan. So instead na yung Feb na yung first ko, yung Red Bull na yung first ko in Japan. So that was, so people always get it confused na parang, wait, di ba you went to Japan in December? Yeah. In February? Yeah. Was it the same thing? No, it's
No.
not the same thing. It was actually supposed to be my very first Japan trip, which was nice. It was with Musashino University, which is like
nice. Okay.
an entrepreneurship center in Japan, in
Okay.
Tokyo.
Okay.
It's one of the first. So parang what was cool about that also, oh my God, am I yapping too much?
Go ahead.
Parang,
So I got you here.
yeah. Okay, it's cool because it was 10 days.
Okay.
And then everything that we did, from the travel and tours to the food to the events management, it was run by the students.
Wow.
So their own businesses.
Galing. Okay.
So I was like, oh wow. So
Galing.
everyone's business was utilized. Especially, na-shock talaga ako sa catering. Ha? Like the catering was even provided by students who also had a catering business. Oh, sorry. Catering business. The travel and tours was basically a startup from the university, which are students my age.
Yes.
So it was good because like it was fostering that entrepreneurship culture, and everyone's business was actually being utilized by the same university that has helped them build the company. So it was just a good reflection on what we could do also back home.
Sorry, did you like get to go around Japan?
Yeah, because of that, yeah,
it's 10 days.
The first few days we were in Tokyo, and then we took the bus to Nagoya.
Oh, okay.
Nagoya, and then we had this Tech Gala Summit. So parang sinakto siya, the summit. So we were also looking at different Japanese inventions.
Oh, galing.
Yeah,
that's
super nice,
fun.
super fun, I must say. Well, it was freezing cold though, but it was like -3. And I was using the like parang heat tech, and then like wala talaga. And then there's one time we went to the Nagoya temple, and then they made us remove the shoes, diba?
Oh yes.
And it was like, akala ko warm naman yung floor. Hindi, sobrang lamig. And then one of my friends, so we were 8 kasi who were in the finals na. Two from Philippines, 2 from Singapore.
Did you know the Filipino?
Yeah, so that was only the first. I met her during the Philippine finals.
Okay.
So kinakausap nila ako. I was like, nag-uusap ko. I'm like, guys, please don't talk to me. I'm like trying my best to keep myself warm. So I was like, and then like kami, we're all from Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
So tropical kami, diba? Like Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines, ganyan. And we're like, guys, what do you want to do? And would you rather? Ganun na kami, would you rather die by freezing or die by fire? This we were like, you know what? Our country's not that bad. Parang being burnt it's better than like this. Well, obviously when I was back, parang hindi pala. Mas okay pala yung
freezing.
Ganyan.
I think it's better when it's better to perceive something when you're not there.
Exactly. I think you acknowledge your privilege when you're not there. And like, oh, shucks, ganun pala. Nakakamiss pala yung init sa Pinas. Tapos pagdating ko dito, never mind.
Oh,
hindi pala siya.
So you went to Japan twice. And the second time was also in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tokyo and Nagoya.
Pero hindi naman masyadong... No, this was Red Bull na, right?
No, Red Bull was, the first one.
December. Okay.
Hindi pa yun masyadong malamig. No? Unbearable pa siya. Then I went February for the Musashino University one. Yun na yung freezing. I'm not kidding. Like, freezing. Tapos may hangin pa siya. I was like, it was so much worse. Kasi kung it was just as is, makakaya. But then may hangin sobrang lakas ng hangin. So I was like, when we were looking at the weather, it was -3, but it feels like -9. I'm like, oh my gosh, 10 days of this?
Yes.
It was an experience. Would I do it again? Probably not. I'd rather go during the cherry blossom.
April.
Ganon.
April, May.
Terrible.
That is, I like that time.
Yeah, I
in
bet.
Tokyo. Nice. Pero, so, in your pitch,
Yeah.
when you talked about, like, I mean, I guess the plans you have and like where
Yeah.
you've gone so far,
Yeah.
you had like a parang go-to-market strategy nga.
Yeah.
So I want to ask about your milestones. Parang, what are some milestones you set for yourself? What have you already hit? And what are some things you're looking forward to hitting?
Yeah, I think at the time on what I wanted to hit within the next 3 months was actually get a partner manufacturer to go from ideation to MVP.
Okay.
And ultimately that also obviously connects to having to produce the actual MVP
Mm-hmm.
and look for partner farms where I
Yes.
could deploy it. So
Okay.
that's kind of like my immediate.
Okay.
And yeah, after the competition, that was in February, August, I know, so April, ganyan.
Mhm.
I ended up actually finding a
Okay.
manufacturing company that could help me produce
Okay.
the sensors for MVP testing.
Okay.
I can't disclose the name yet.
Okay.
But yeah, so they're also willing. Ang sabi nila sa akin na their commitment, because they believe in advocacy, is also produce the MVP free of charge.
Oh,
So we're able to deploy that in farms ASAP. So we're currently in the works of we already, aside from that, I was also looking for a co-founder pala.
Oh, okay.
That's the second thing. And I now have a co-founder who's the more techie guy.
Okay.
So his background is, he's a more AI ML engineer guy. I met him in Sydney when I pitched AgriConnect in Sydney back in September. So that was the second competition I did.
Did you expect to meet a co-founder?
No, because I only realized that at the time, September, it was only there as a friend, the Filipino friend.
Okay.
I did not have any intention of having him as a co-founder because he was also busy with his own life.
Eh, wait, he's Pinoy also.
He's Pinoy also.
Ah,
He's from
okay.
UP. He
Okay,
graduated from
okay.
UP. He's now working, so he's still I'm a student. He's still working.
Okay.
He's working for startups too.
Okay. I
So
see.
yeah, so that was the second thing pala I wanted to do, like a tech co-founder, sana, because I'm more of like the business person, the vision and whatnot.
Yes.
The agri side.
Yeah. What was it like when you realized, okay, this is the guy I want? It's my
Oh, I think it just came at the perfect time. Na at that point where I was trying to figure out like the sensors, right? Like, okay, I need someone to actually tell me like what are specific features that would make sense to be fed in the AI. So
okay.
this AI consultant muna, I have like a friend I can talk to.
Okay.
And he was instantly the first person I thought of.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, when I was talking to him, it's like, hey, you want to be my co-founder? Ganun na lang. That's how it was. And then he's there for the vision. He's there for the goal of actually helping out farmers. So I guess I'm always being redirected to people who share the same advocacy and not there for the profit.
Yes.
And I think that's always something I always kept in mind when I always was looking for a co-founder. Let me tell you that.
Yes.
As early as, let's say, November, ganyan, nung before Red Bull, parang I wanted a co-founder. But I knew what I knew. I didn't know how I would get it, but I knew that I didn't want to say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is that what I heard from a lot of these people is like, if you actually declare to people that you're looking for a co-founder, they're going to come up to you and be like, they're going to pitch themselves to you. And for me, I want someone who's actually very genuine.
Okay.
And if they're talking to me, aligning na pala yung mga gusto kong gawin, gusto niyang gawin. And I think I found that in my co-founder.
Okay.
He wasn't trying to impress me.
Oh, good.
He was just really trying to see how he could help. And it was just a fit, So I just, again, what they always say about startups that I've always heard is sometimes now a co-founder that you look for should be someone you should you'd have a deeper relationship with your co-founder rather than your significant other or your partner. Kasi obviously,
that's a tall order.
Exactly. So I was like, what do you mean by that? And yeah, because like literally when you're a co-founder, business yan eh. And at the same time, parang for us, it's another layer of like advocacy, no? Hindi na lang siya parang, frankly put, it's not just money involved. it's also like the advocacy, the commitment, the trust that people has put into you.
Uh-huh.
So you really need to have a deeper relationship. So keep your partner close and your co-founder closer. Ganun yung mantra ko. And I just was glad that, So those were like the two big milestones. Because obviously, like after MVP, that's where we actually get to see if we could scale it.
Okay.
And then, so right now it's actually like at this point, like actually producing the MVP. So my co-founder helped me figure out the features we will want to put in the sensors, like what specific way to measure soil moisture, what specific way to measure water levels, pest and insect. And so we got to put those features together, and we kind of started endorsing that to that manufacturing company.
Okay.
So that's another cool thing. And in terms of like deploying it to pilot farms, we've received at least 10 like emails. I don't know if you could call them LOIs, but 10 emails showing their intent also.
Wow.
But we're eyeing this one agro venture company who has like 400 hectares of land across the Philippines.
Okay.
Just for the sake of testing out the sensor. And then also, again, as I said, it's still going to be a very Filipino first company. But then since coming from Silicon Valley with plug and play, plug and play. They also want me to test out the sensors in the US.
Okay.
So also test it out in Fresno and Bakersfield in California, which is the biggest agricultural lands in the US.
Yeah.
So they also want me to check out other crops we can look into.
And what do they produce in this?
Yeah, it's more wheat, barley daw. Wheat and barley is the big two things. But then I did kind of stress na parang, I'm still doing this for the Philippines. And they're like, I mean, no problem at all. I mean, they said that it's just there to test out if it works or it doesn't. But yeah, so those were like my milestones, and I like to say I got to hit those three big milestones, and hopefully within the next 3 months, actually having the physical prototype na and start deploying it into farms in the Philippines and there in the US too.
Wow, galing. That's exciting.
Yeah, so hopefully it works out. Yeah.
That's really exciting. And I like how you stressed na, okay, I will test my products there, and you can use it as much as you want, but then at the end of the day, this is really a Filipino product.
Yeah.
So it's good that you're emphasizing that.
Yeah.
So when you're dealing with all these milestones, like what are some things you have to invest in? Yung mga like building your business. Syempre, so there's manufacturing.
Correct.
But that's, I mean, your partners are sort of shouldering that already. You know?
I think it's, well, for us right now, we're also at this point where we're trying to do more farm visits back.
Okay.
So I guess the logistics of actually going to, because that's very important for us.
Okay.
Actually understanding what the customers need.
Okay.
So I guess that's where the bulk of it now, while we're waiting for the MVP to be done.
Yeah. By the way, I asked this for the investors watching.
Oh my gosh,
guys, you know that you put money into this company, it's gonna go to like good places, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, going back, sorry.
The pressure bigla. No, being candid, I think it's just not like logistics. I mean, frankly, I don't have a car to go around also. But sometimes you just have to plan it out. You know?
Yes, okay.
Paano ba pumunta? Like for us, like, recently I went to, with my internship company with Ateneo, we went to Gawad Kalinga in Cavite.
Okay.
So, we also got to understand the farm. Well, there kasi it's more fruits and vegetables, which is an expansion point we also see AgriConnect going into. Right now, it's rice and corn, which are cereal crops.
Okay.
But now we're also looking at fruits and vegetables. So yeah, just sitting down with the farmers, talking to them about it. So I guess that's where we are so far. And other costs maybe is actually like we also had to, before actually getting a manufacturing company, we also had to try and test out we got like Arduino parts.
A mini MVP.
Yeah, a mini. And so we like some iterations here and there to just kind of give them a visual. So I think those were the two main things. And I guess usually the travels naman with like, I think, because of Red Bull lang and whatnot. So that's why the travel abroad is free. because they shouldered everything, and then
that's amazing.
it comes with the investor connections, the network, and sometimes founders also spend for that, right? So I guess we're just privileged enough that Red Bull, Microsoft, AMD has been supporting me on that front, without having to shoulder it on my own. I'm still a student, so it's kind of hard.
Naman. How did you find these opportunities?
Oh my gosh.
Yung first mo sa Japan, yung second mo.
Yeah. How many companies did I join?
You went to Australia pa.
Yeah, so my first one, usually it was just like, I'm part of this group kasi that's aggregates these student entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And then usually they just post announcements. So at the time, for context, I just got back from Singapore.
Okay.
So
yes.
The timeline is January to June. I was in July, actually. January to July, I was in Singapore. And then by August, umuwi ako. No, mid-July, umuwi ako. And I joined my first hackathon for startups ever.
Okay. Here in the Philippines?
Yeah, in the Philippines. And then that was my first exposure into startups talaga. And then after that, that same group who organized it, like gave out these opportunities, 2 opportunities. One was like a Japan competition with the university in Tokyo, Musashino, which is like you just have to have an idea.
Okay.
And then you can pitch it na. The second one was in Sydney.
Okay.
So parang it's just a summit where they get like the top 20 global student entrepreneurs from around the world for 1 week to be exposed into the VC and then like the startup ecosystem.
Okay.
Sorry, in Sydney. So I just applied. I just sent out my stuff and nakapasok naman both. So that was just like, in my head, I was like, beginner's luck. So probably that. And then after flying, that was September yung Sydney. I got back from Sydney. I had this friend who was like, oh, Red Bull, like the energy drink? Like, oh yeah, what about it? I'm like, yeah, well, may competition sila. It's called Red Bull Basement. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, di ba F1 lang sila or like, whatever, anything extreme. I'm nowhere close to extreme. Like, yeah. So sinuhulan niya ako actually. Sabi like, if you join, I'm gonna give you 6 cans. And I'm like, first of all, I didn't drink Red Bull at the time.
Okay.
Red Bull knows that. I don't subscribe to energy drinks.
In general.
Period.
In general.
Yeah.
Not specifically targeted.
Nag-compete ako. Sabi ko, mahal din pala pag 6. Sabi ko, sige. Sabi ko, kunin ko na lang yan. Mahal din. So I ended up submitting. So usually kasi the platform there was super intuitive lang parang you just, it's crazy kasi they have AI in the submission. You just put your idea and it helps you generate a one-liner for the business.
Oh wow.
It helps you generate a mock-up.
Oh wow. Okay.
That was it. So parang mabilis ka lang mag-submit. Like easy lang. And then I ended up submitting maybe 13 ideas. Okay. And then at the time my agriculture thing, my AgriConnect was already, I already had that idea 2 months prior. August nga, di ba? August was the first time I pitched it. So siningit ko lang siya dun sa 13.
Yes.
And then I found out a few days later na, hey, you're part of top 20 Philippines. I'm like, top 20? And then my next question was like, saan doon? I submitted 13 ideas. Which of those got in?
Syempre.
It's the AgriTech.
AgriTech.
I'm like, what? That's insane. Yeah.
Even AI agrees that there's a lot of potential.
It's AgriTech. And then like, from top 20, we did a 1-minute pitch. And from the top 20, we were cut down to the top 10. And then top 10 was an on-site finals pitch.
Okay.
And then the one winner gets to be sent to Japan.
Okay.
And that's how the Red Bull thing happened. And then Japan na ganyan. And then April, I was in Stanford. It was another student summit.
Okay.
So parang I already knew some friends who went a few years prior.
Okay.
And so I was like, hey, I also wanna shoot my shot. Ganyan. Yes. Yeah, so it was like top 30 naman yun, global entrepreneurs. So I got in too. So and then this recent one now was the prize for winning Red Bull. So this was back in LA and Silicon. Oh, actually no. Oh my God, why did I totally forget? I was also in Thailand, in Bangkok.
Oh really? When?
So for So, I, I left.
Jet setter here.
Oh my God. No, sorry. May 20, umalis ako ng Pinas.
Okay.
It was like, naglayas ako ng bansa eh. Kasi I went Singapore, I went Thailand, then went straight to LA and Silicon Valley.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So that was a whole month. So I just got back last week.
Oh,
so I was like, oh my, why did you forget that? So the Bangkok was another competition too.
Okay.
So yeah, yun naman, how I found out about that was just like ads. Kasi feeling ko, nababasa na nila yung mga interest ko eh. So nagpo-pop up yung mga competitions na.
Yeah.
Na-train na yung aking
Algorithm.
social media. Yeah. So, gano'n.
They're watching you, bro.
Exactly. So parang yun na yung time na parang, the ads are now speaking to me. So it's a mix of that. It's a mix of referrals. It's a mix of like chance, I guess.
Okay.
It's a mix of algorithms. That's where I find my opportunities.
Wow, galing!
Hey there, thanks for watching the highlights of the Hey Eiyo podcast. If you enjoyed, why don't you like this video and subscribe to my channel? You may also watch the full episode by clicking the clip in the middle.